Meanwhile, her roommate is busy cooking. While her roommate was chopping a pig with a knife, she didn't notice the knife she used cut off her finger. After work in the evening, Eve is returning to the dorm. First aid in the event of a broken organ consists of 3 steps. First, immediately call the hotline 1669 to contact the hospital. Eve noticed the roommate's finger was torn and was bleeding profusely, so her regains consciousness and called the hospital. Hello, I would like to inform you of an emergency. There was injury right now. She's my roommate. Her finger were now torn and bleeding will not stop, probably from being cut off by a knife and cutting one's own finger. The scene of accident was at a tower called Beyond, Building 6A, Kochapon Road. Now the injured person is pale while waiting for an ambulance to pick me up. What should I do for the injured person? Okay. My name is Eve. You can contact me back with this phone number. Thank you. Thing to know before calling the hotline 1669. First, when you encounter an emergency, stay conscious and call the hotline 1669. Second, provide information about the accident and the nature of the patient and injured. Third, state the location of the incident clearly. Fourth, provide information about gender, age, symptoms, and the amount of patients or injured. Fifth, tell the patient's level of consciousness. Sixth, state the potential risk of recurrence. For example, in the middle of the road or a gas-powered car. 7. Tell the name of the informer and phone number that can be contacted. 8. First aid as instructed by the staff. And 9. Waiting for the rescue team to pick up the patient to the hospital. How to stop the bleeding? Whether the organ is small or large when thrown must forbid blood. If the bleeding is large, shock may occur, leading to death. Stop the patient's bleeding. Always use a clean gauze or cloth to press against the wound to stop the bleeding and place it against it. Suggestions and contraindication. Person who helps the injured must not touch the patient's blood. You should wear gloves or cover your hand with a plastic bag to protect yourself. Do not use rope or strap because the vascular nerve can be damaged. Strapping over the wound. If you don't know how to right way, this method is not recommended. If done incorrectly, it will not be able to stop the bleeding and can cause injury to nearby organs, which is torn organs. Demonstration of the collection of torn organs. First, prepare ice in a basin or container. Second, soak a clean cloth or gauze in salt water or water. Third, bring a wet coat to wrap the broken organ. Fourth, put the broken organs in a bag and tie the mouth of the bag tightly. And fifth, the bag containing the broken organ is immersed in ice water. Suggestions and contraindication. The broken organs should not be immersed directly in ice, as will cause the cell to die, and do not bring the broken organ directly into the water because it will cause more infections. In the event that the organ can be connected, the organ must be complete to some extent and depends on the doctor's consideration, such as fingers, hands, arms, legs, ankles, and toes. The time taken to bring the organs to the doctor should be not exceed 6 hours.